Welcome to the Daily Energize Podcast, your quick dose of clarity, quick tips, and the spark you need to shine bright. Here's your host, Spencer Jones.
Have you ever gone throughout your day, just going through your day, it's going all right? Maybe a little stressful at points and all that. And then all of a sudden, you, for whatever reason, take a deep breath. And then you realized how shallowly you were breathing throughout that day. Maybe it's just me, but there have been a number of times that I'm just going about my day, and for whatever reason, I took a deep breath and realized, wow, I've been breathing really shallowly, very up in my chest, as opposed to lower in my stomach, right? It's just all of a sudden the air hits lower. I'm like, ooh, I feel that. And when I reflect, I know I don't always reflect on the times, and before I knew this, I definitely didn't. But now that I notice that and I go, oh, hold on, I was breathing really shallowly for the last little bit, or maybe for hours even, I realize that I felt stressed, that I was worried or concerned about someone or something, and I just felt this stress. Well, no wonder I was breathing shallowly, because that's what happens when we are concerned. We raise up our breath into our chest and the upper part of our lungs, which that is where the sympathetic nervous system is really stimulated. So when we breathe up there, it stimulates the sympathetic nervous system, which is our survival mode. And so, okay, like it's trying to keep us and survive. So we're stressed out, we're worried, right? It's sending adrenaline, and so we can take care of things fast. All of those things for us. But that's not calm, that's not peaceful. And what was I doing? Answering an email or two, or dealing with a situation that arose that really wasn't that big of a deal, but in my mind it was? Like, yes, there are times when we need to be in survival mode. Yes, there's times when we need to breathe shallowly. But for the vast majority of our life, we don't. We could be breathing low and yet low and deep, and yet we create these circumstances and times when we breathe shallowly, more times than not, and it's hurting us physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all the ways it's hurting us. Your breath reveals your internal peace. Let me say that again. Your breath reveals your internal peace. So is your peace non-existent? Are you stressed out? Or is it there and grounded and calm? So I invite you, if you start to notice you're breathing very shallowly up in the top part of your chest and you feel stressed, take some time and do some deep breaths. Now, there's lots of different breaths you can do. You can do square breathing, which is you breathe in for 4 counts, you hold it for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. You do 4, 7, 8 breath. I love those and I use those. I also do something we call the Energizer breath. And I've led them before here on the Daily Energize, but it's been a little bit. So let's do the Energizer breath together. There's 6 parts to it, but don't worry, I'll lead us through. Just be calm, relax as best you can, and just follow through. All right? So I invite you to exhale what you have, and then take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Imagine you're breathing in love and joy and those positives. Let it fill your lungs nice, low and deep first, then upward to the chest. At the top, hold your breath. Imagine that energy, that love, that joy expanding. And then exhale. Release any stress or tension you feel. Let it go. Slow exhale, slowly. Just release it, release. At the bottom, pause. Don't breathe in. Just hold your breath. Find center. And let's do a quicker breath in. And then exhale. And imagine sending your energy through your feet to the earth, grounding yourself. And then again, let's breathe in the positive energy. Hold your breath at the top. Let that energy expand out through your body into the room you're in. And then exhale any negativity, any heaviness. Nice, slow, gentle exhale. At the bottom, hold your breath, pause, find center. And then quick breath in. Exhale and ground. That's the Energizer breath. You could do that breath. You could do any type of breath that you like. There's lots of different styles. And sometimes maybe you just want to do some slow, deep breathing. That's beautiful. What that does is it takes your body out of that sympathetic nervous system, the survival mode, to parasympathetic, that, rest, digest stage. Because we don't need to be stressed. We don't need to be up in that zone all the time. Do we need it at times? Yes. Do we need it all the time? No. So let's stop hurting our bodies by being in that survival mode more times than not. All right. Thank you so much for hopping in, joining me. I hope you have an incredible day and an amazing weekend. Remember to breathe nice, low and deep, and keep shining bright. All right. Until next time, I'll catch you later.